have the second best quarterback in their division. Dak's number 1, Wentz is 2. Terry McLaurin is now the best receiver in the NFC East now that Amari Cooper's gone. They have the best defensive front in the NFC East. And arguably, the best coach. I mean, Mike McCarthy's got a Super Bowl, but most people would take Rivera over Mike McCarthy. Is it good for Washington? Hell yes, it is. 6'5", 230. Carson Wentz career numbers, 3-1 touchdown to pick ratio. Carson Wentz last year, 4-1 touchdown to interception ratio. That is in 2 average wide receiver rooms, Philadelphia and the Colts. I love the Colts. It's an average wide receiver room. So in 2 average wide receiver rooms, Philadelphia can't draft a receiver to save their life. The Colts draft everything well. Outside of Pittman, pretty average wide receivers. Between career and last year had a 95 quarterback rating, 27 TDs, 7 picks, completed 62.5% of his throws in an average wide receiver room. Now he gets a legitimate number 1, Terry McLaurin. A legitimate number 1 receiver. 100-catch guy potentially with Wentz.
What's going on, Commander fans? It's your boy back with another video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share, hit that bell. More content is definitely on the way. Now, I know 2 guys that should be happy with this deal. And that's Terry McLaurin and Carson Wentz. One, Terry finally gets a quarterback. I mean, you got to think. He had Case Keenum, Colt McCoy, Kyle Allen, Dwayne Haskins, a one-leg Alex Smith. Alex Smith was playing on one leg. Taylor Heineke. And this guy still winds up with 1,000 yards no matter who the quarterback is. And then you got a guy, Carson Wentz, who when he was in Philadelphia, he threw for 4,000 yards and didn't have one 500-yard receiver. His best receiver was his tight end. Didn't have no other guy that even caught for 500 yards. Then he had Michael Pittman last year, but he really didn't have a great core. This possibly could be his best core he's had, especially with Terry and a healthy Curtis Samuel and a De'Ami Brown that should be improving in his second year. A guy that can actually find De'Ami deep, and you can actually get a skill player high. At 11, you could get the best tight end in the draft, or you can get one of these blue chip players. 1 through 11, it's there. It's there for the picking. The only thing Carson Wentz has to do is win the division, win the NFC East, which he's done before. And he's done it throwing to, as my homeboy would say, deck chairs and outdoor furniture. No one used to put the furniture outside and you throw the football because you had nobody to throw to. That's who he was throwing to, deck furniture and lawn furniture. Then Terry, he never even had a quarterback. Like I said, he had Case Keenum, a one-leg Alex Smith, a guy who was in school and we just took him off the streets. And Terry still had 1,000 yards with him. Taylor Heineke. So those are 2 guys that should be happy. And Carson Wentz, the only thing he has to do is win the division. It's an easy division to win. I mean, look at the division. Daniel Jones is quarterback in there. Jalen Hurts is quarterback in there. Freaking Dak Prescott got a 3rd place schedule. A 3rd place schedule, a subpar division, a pretty good D-line, a few weapons, a draft pick to where you can add a skilled player to make the offense even better. And if everything else fails, it's a great rookie quarterback class coming in next year. That's the thing. It's a great rookie quarterback class coming in next year. And what if it succeeds? And if it succeeds, then you have Carson Wentz, 29 years old. I mean, the blueprint is out how to win the Super Bowl. Go to the NFC. The best quarterback there is Aaron Rodgers. You got a better chance to win the Super Bowl in the NFC. You had a 50-year-old guy that won it the year before last, and then you had a guy that in 13 years only been to the playoffs one time. I don't even think he won a playoff game until last year. Didn't even win a playoff game till last year. Won the Super Bowl. So I'm not saying we're going to win the Super Bowl, but it's an easier fix, and it's a smart thing for Ron Rivera to do. A lot of people say it's desperation. I don't think it's desperation. I think it's the smartest move you could have did at this time. Carson as your starter, Taylor as your backup, the 11th pick in the draft. Skill player is right there for you. He's going to drop right in your lap. And add him with Terry and the rest of the gang. Antonio. Logan should be back. You can add another tight end. But I kind of like the move. I'm not saying it's a great move. I don't hate the move. I think Ron put himself in a win-win situation. If it works, great. If it doesn't, let's move on.